Hey everybody, thank you so much for joining me. Welcome into the Chicago Bears Fan Show. I'm your favorite host, Sunday Eli, and today I have with me from BigPlay.com, Dave McAllister. Dave, how you doing today?
I'm good, Sunday. How you doing?
I'm doing great. It's wonderful to connect with you. People don't know behind the scenes, we had some technical difficulties. We tried to get this done before, but it's all good because there's so much juicy stuff to talk about today.
Every week is technical difficulties. At least on my end, yeah.
Okay, so let's hop right into it. Now, we know Baker Mayfield this past Sunday was experiencing his left shoulder. He had that left shoulder injury. Apparently, MRIs are saying he's completely fine and ready to go. So what are your thoughts about this? Is he ready to play Sunday?
Did you see that, by the way? Like, when he got up, it was out. So, yeah. No, he's good to go. It's popped back in. He has another shoulder. He's fine. He's tough. He's probably the toughest guy we've had in Cleveland for a while. So he'll be ready to go. Him and Stefanski are kind of finding their system, and it's working out. He's leading the league in completions.
Yeah, it's really exciting to see. And so I know that defense is going to kind of have their eye on that this upcoming Sunday. And so I'm just curious, God forbid, knock on everything, Baker Mayfield, hopefully he plays, he's fine, right? But God forbid something happens and he has to come out. Can Case Keenum actually carry this team? I had to ask.
I always get ripped on because I like Case Keenum a lot, and I'm always trying to work him into our show. And everyone's like, all right, no one wants to talk about Case Keenum. So this is perfect. Thank you, Sunday. No, I love Case. Ever since he won that playoff game in Minnesota, which was just electric, I think he is a really, really good quarterback as a backup. And he can run this system. So Stefanski likes having a lot of tight ends out there, a lot of running backs. He likes having a fullback out there. So if you can dink and dunk to these playmakers, you could have success. So I think that Baker's going to play. But if for some reason he didn't, I think Case could make it a game.
Did you ever watch Fields play during his time at Ohio? If so, what are your thoughts?
I think, honestly, he's going to be the best Ohio State quarterback in the NFL over, probably the last, couple decades. Which isn't saying a whole lot. But I really do think he's going to do well in Chicago. He'll be better than Haskins. He'll obviously be better than, Troy Smith, I think. Who else was it? Cardell. I think he'll be better than him as well. I thought he should have started week one. I know that your coach likes Dalton, and he's the starter if he's healthy. I think that's going to change. I'm hoping not this week, but I think he's going to have a really nice career after this week.
Yeah.
So let's have a bad game out of Justin Fields for 1 week, and then he can have a great career.
Not going to happen. You already know he's going to bring the heat on Sunday. So.
Yeah, and the way that Joe Woods is our defensive coordinator. He has not brought the blitz this year so far, really. People in Cleveland are getting a little bit mad at him. We have a completely new defense, so they're starting to gel. It's going to take probably a few more weeks, but I would be very surprised if he doesn't this week go after Justin Fields, actually do some blitzing, because if he doesn't, Cleveland's going to start freaking out.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit with defense. I saw the quote from Myles Garrett that it seems like defense is trying to get their cohesion together. They haven't quite clicked in chemistry. I guess you guys have 8 new starters on the defensive line. So talk to us a little bit about that. What's going on?
Yeah, and we have some injuries too. So one guy who from LSU, Jacob Phillips, he was supposed to be the breakout linebacker this year. He goes down before the season starts. Anthony Walker, who was our leader on linebacker that we got in free agency, he's out for 3 weeks. He's injured. So they're kind of a mess. And then you've got John Johnson, you've got Troy Hill, kind of in the secondary, in the background there. It just hasn't quite come together yet. And I think Joe Woods is trying to figure out how to use all these new guys. And it's taking a little bit of time. It's people in Cleveland aren't super patient. It's only week 2, but he's got to kind of figure it out. So if he can blitz, you've got Jadeveon Clowney, you've got Myles Garrett, you've got a guy named Malik McDowell in the middle who we didn't even know if he was going to make the team, and he was kind of a standout before the season started. I think those 3 guys, you blitz maybe one more guy, and Justin Fields might have some trouble.
Let's talk O-line from Hooper all the way down, left tackle, center. The offensive line is solid for the Cleveland Browns. What can Bears fans expect to see?
Yeah, although last game we got bullied. Jedrick Wills, who's really, really good. He was the Joe Thomas replacement that we finally found after he retired. His ankle's all banged up. So he was struggling. He played, but that's something we haven't seen because that offensive line is probably one of the best in the NFL. You've got Conklin, Bitonio. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer at some point. But they're a little bit banged up, so I'm fingers crossed again that they can kind of go back to week 1 form. It kind of depends on Wills, how healthy he is.
Nice, yeah. Will be interesting to see. I think I've been pretty critical about the Bears offensive line. We still have to kind of figure out our left tackle position. And so I'm excited to see Justin Fields play week 3, but I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little nervous. So I think
that was every Cleveland quarterback for the last 20 years. Like, we don't have an offensive line. We know he's gonna get beat up. You got to protect them, especially like Fields. I mean, coming from Ohio State, a really, really good program. You got to protect that dude. So, we'll see.
Ooh, fingers crossed. That's my fingers crossed over here. I'm like, please just pull through without injury. Okay. I mean, goodness. But hopefully it'll be sort of like a small homecoming for Fields, maybe a little bit, seeing the crowd that he's going to be playing in front of.
I think that most people in Ohio would love to see him do well in a loss. Just because I don't know, like, Dalton shouldn't be starting for you guys. Like, Justin Fields, especially in nowadays NFL where, they protect the quarterback, it's QB friendly. Throw him out there. He's ready. He's played enough. So I guess that's kind of what they're going to be doing. But yeah, Cleveland and Columbus and all of Ohio will be like very quietly rooting for Fields to do well, to kind of flip the script and earn that starter job, but in a loss.
I like how you threw that in there. So, seeing that you're speaking on behalf of the Dog Pound right now, what is your message for Bears fans?
Hope we don't blitz. Hope that Joe Woods doesn't get the message and we don't blitz and Justin Fields has a big day. But I don't know. I think that the Browns should be able to beat up the Bears pretty well. I would love to see a shootout, even though Cleveland fans don't want to see our defense go through that again. But I'd love to see Fields do well. I'd love to see Baker kind of sling it a little bit more. But yeah, I think it's going to be a heavy dose of Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, and a lot of tight ends.
And so for people who want to connect with your podcast, with your content, where can they do so?
Yeah, you can on any social media. Big Play, just one word. I host the Cleveland show, Big Play Reflog show, Monday nights at 9 p.m. And then we've got a bunch of other shows throughout the week. Just added a Steelers one, which I don't know why we did that, but but yeah, there's a lot of really good live content. Most of it lives on Twitter. So if you're on Twitter, go to Big Play and you'll see all the shows.
Awesome. Well, Dave, I want to thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. And until next time.
To host a fan show or appear as a fan on a fan show, create a profile in FanMedia Network. Then look for the news page in our website and fan show resources page. Help yourself. We give show hosts a show graphic in team colors, a simple short show format, tips on pre- and post-production, ideas to get fans and guests on your show, Apple News distribution and show sponsorship sales and services to help featured show hosts earn money. Show hosts use our iPhone app to publish their shows. Our website supports Android users.